sweet mother, send your child into me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear.
Traces of the Dark Brotherhood are found all the way back in the First Era, though they weren't truly formed until the beginning of the Second. They gained notoriety by murdering noted political figures and striking fear into the hearts of the citizens. The message was clear: no one was safe from a Dark Brotherhood blade. While much of the organization attempts to remain hidden beneath the shadows, a few stories behind the creation of the Dark Brotherhood must have been discovered over time, but none can be proven thanks to the Brotherhood's careful evasiveness.
What is the music of life?
The first story tells of an organization older than that of the Dark Brotherhood by thousands of years, which did, as the Dark Brotherhood does. That is to say, they took in contracts to murder poor, oblivious souls. This organization was known as the Morag Tong and was based in Morrowind, but at this point, they really aren't that imperative to the actual story. Just know that a group from them split from the organization and then formed what they now call the Dark Brotherhood. You see, the true reasons for this split are still ineffectually debated, be they religious in nature or, as another theory states, a dark power may have influenced the separation from the Morag Tong.
I just really did it! You got the Dark Brotherhood to kill old Krellin.
The story of the Night Mother is one of the darkest, most mysterious secrets in the whole Elder Scrolls. Her whole life is but a series of legends and fables, nothing ever concrete. You see, she used to be a normal Dark Elf woman with 5 children, until she was contacted by none other than Sithis. Sithis offered her a deal in exchange for his favor. She was to murder all 5 of her children, and if she did, she was to become his favorite, his bride. Discussing why would a god want his 5 children killed is futile, since Sithis himself rejoices on death. But it is very interesting to note that one of the children is said to have been a being of divine and frightening power. To possess such much power, to make not just any god but Sithis himself come and plead for your death. This child could have been the next Tiber Septim. The woman killed her 5 children and became the bride of Sithis. Everything that happened to her after this and everything she did is clouded in mystery. Tales of the Night Mother has been heard all throughout Tamriel and through the Eris. Nobody knows who she really was and what happened to her after that. All we know is that she became something different. Something with actual power. Some legends say she joined the Thieves Guild in order to promote the murder of individuals for money, and when that didn't work out, she left to create her own guild. Other legends say that she was part of the Morag Tong, eventually taking members off the organization to make their own guild, where they would be paid for any kind of murder instead of just political murders. Some other people even claim that she is seen as the spirit of a Redguard woman wandering the world. In Morrowind, the leader of the Dark Brotherhood in the Third Era even claimed to have been the Night Mother at one point, and most folk even go as far as to claim that she is the lucky old lady. Many of these legends and fables can be disproven, however, like for example the fact that the Dark Elf woman actually lived in the Second Era while most of these legends originated in the First Era, or the fact that the story of the lucky old lady never really talks about her having children and ends with her living in peace to old age, which would be completely out of character with a person who would murder her own 5 children in order to appease a god of death. Her body is, however, found hidden beneath the Lucky Lady statue, where the sarcophaguses of her children and herself are being hidden. The tomb was destroyed by the elves during the Great War, but the bodies were spared. It's scary to think, though, that the body of one of these children could have been the 10th god in the Pantheon. An organization riddled with scandal and suspicion, A life lived behind the shadows, abiding by a strict code bound to you and those around you, and the worship of chaos itself. All for the sake of riches and cold-blooded murder. Such is the life of a Dark Brotherhood assassin. The inner workings of the operation are an intriguing topic in itself. There is a sophisticated hierarchy in the Dark Brotherhood which serves as a support system for the entire organization. This hierarchy is known as the Black Hand. The Black Hand is a silent operation and only the members of the Hand know the identities of the others. Each member has a title which can either be the listener or the listener's speakers, whose job is to speak the listener's words. Each speaker chooses an assistant, not part of the Black Hand, which they call silencers. The silencers are highly skilled and incredibly lethal and handle the more perilous contracts given to the Brotherhood. Unbeknownst to many, there is also an entirely separate branch of the Dark Brotherhood stationed in the Argonian homeland of the Black Marsh. An Argonian hatchling born under the sign of the Shadow is automatically taken and raised to be a cold, emotionless killer.
I've been part of the Dark Brotherhood from the day I first hatched. I am Shadow Scale, you see.
The training is ruthless and unforgiving, and the young Argonian hatchling learn quickly how to master the art of a silent, precise kill. These hatchlings are called Shadow Scales, and any who live to the desired age earn a seat permanently in the Dark Brotherhood. While most outsiders refer to the Brotherhood as a cult or a group of fiendish assassins, they refer to themselves as a family. Being welcomed into this family allows for some great advantages, and the prospect of gold is at the forefront of many members' priorities. For those with a perverse set of morals, the Dark Brotherhood may seem to be a dream turned to reality, but there are strict rules each member must follow if they wish to exist in the Brotherhood and keep their lives. Each member takes an oath to obey the 5 rules or tenets of the Brotherhood, which are as follows. Never dishonor the Night Mother. Never betray the Brotherhood or its secrets. Never disobey or refuse to carry out an order from a Dark Brotherhood superior. Never steal the possessions of a Dark Brother or Dark Sister. And lastly, never kill a Dark Brother or Dark Sister. After each tenet, the words to do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis can be read. But who is Sithis? We talked about them, but who is he really? Well, he's neither a Daedra nor an Aedra, and is certainly not a living being. He's in the shadows and he is chaos. Rumored to be the husband of the Night Mother, Sithis is often personified as the Dread Father to the Dark Brotherhood. He has ties to many Daedric gods such as Yoggorath, which is described as the Sithis-shaped whole of the world, and may be specially linked to Mephala, as she is known to collaborate with Sithis. Sithis is undeniably paramount, as he was responsible for Lorcan, who created all we see before us in Nirn. Sithis assumes many names, the most important being that of Padme. Padme, brother of Anu, the father of creation, is the second primordial entity of the Void that had a hand in the creation of the 12 worlds. The god of gods, the creator of the creators, Sithis, stronger than the universe, the defiler and destructor of the one true infinite being. Sithis, the father of all Daedra and Aedra, the creator of the universe, the Omega, destructor of Alpha. You guys get it? The Brotherhood had it all right. Sithis is the one true god.